Ball teed up. Brandon Aubrey out for the kick. And away we go in Glendale. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. A carry by Brooks to start the drive. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Young working from the gun. Cuffs, this is Xavier Leggett. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
And he could not get there. They stop him right at the line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Going for it with Brooks. And he doesn't find open space. He only finds a defender who makes the stop. So the run doesn't get the yardage. It's a turnover on downs.
Kate, I don't know what the punter did to hurt people's feelings because I think the reasoning was pretty clear. They were going to go for it. There was not going to be a punter that touched the field. Not an advisable mindset now as they turn it over in their end of the field.
And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close. So they're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting a completion in that area, and not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
Snared by the running back. Here's Trey Benson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset. They have themselves another 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he's going to score. It's an Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals get a perfect start. They've gone up 6-0. Brandon Aubrey now on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff is going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all. But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Brooks. And he gets a few on the plunge forward.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Here's 2nd and 7. And no luck there, and that throw falls to the ground. Looking that time for Deontay Johnson. And it's 3rd down now.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
Escapes the pocket. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. That's a pickup of 9. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
On 1st down, here comes Brooks. And he's able to manage a couple on that run.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Running back sent in motion. On 3rd down, it's Young. Connects on the crosser. And they take him down right along the 30. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down. He finds Sanders. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on 1st down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for 2nd down. And 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Sticking to the air, it's Young. He's got it at the 6. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2. They'll have 1st and goal to go now after they gained 18 on the previous play.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Brooks is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers cut it to a lone point on the scoreboard. It's a Jonathan Brooks touchdown. John Parker Romo out to try the point after. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers tie this game 7-7. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. It's a full 40 yards on the play, Brock, and a new set of downs.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
And that one's unsuccessful. Marvin Harrison Jr., the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing from the gun here. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth. But a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Complete beyond the marker. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete. Just couldn't get it to Marvin Harrison Jr. there. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
Out to his wideout, it's a screen. And he gets this forward to the 19. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now.
Looking for a throw here. And he's brought down inside the 10 at the 9. It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
Cardinals, first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Still sticking with the passing game. Touchdown, Arizona! So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals take the lead here, 14-7 in the 1st. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
This our last play of the quarter. Young on 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. And they can go ahead and stay in that huddle. We're at the end of the 1st quarter. It's a 14-7 game. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. It's taken in by Mingo. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. A lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
And they'll stop him after a short pickup to the 24. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
The pressure, boy, that sped that whole play up, and it opened up a wide range of outcomes. A hurried throw almost ended up an interception. And that wasn't until after they almost brought him down behind the line for a sack.
To the air, 3rd and long. Caught near the goal line. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back, because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
Almost had 6, but can't find him in the end zone. Incomplete. Took his shot at 6 that time. So they'll be left with 3rd and goal. Brooks. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Nothing on that play, and now it's 4th and goal from the 2.
Well, this defense has risen to the occasion, and now, Kate, they put this offense in the unenviable position of deciding what to do on 4th and goal.
Fourth down, Young. And he will score. It's a Carolina touchdown. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Man, Brock, that defense held up 3 straight plays. They just couldn't come up with the one final stop they needed to get off the field.
And how about this offense? Courage of the offense to run it back for one more snap and make the adjustments on 4th and goal to finally punch it in. Quite the mini little chess match we just saw play out over those last 4 plays.
Romo's point after is good. And the Panthers tie things up at 14. The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Chooses to bring this one out. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Trey Benson. It's an Arizona touchdown! The Cardinals need only one to take the lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown! Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Young. Completes it to his running back. Here's Jonathan Brooks. And he'll get it up near the 38-yard line before going down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here's 2nd and 2. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Cardinals take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Oh, man, I'm having to hold my partner back after this one. Captain Fundamental not happy that he didn't take the time to stop and get set before delivering that football. Gotta think that in part led to the turnover.
Yeah, Captain Fundamental because I couldn't run. Kind of like Tom Brady, right? But he's the essence of it. He's the GOAT. Why? Because he sets his feet. He's so fundamentally sound. The chance of interception is so much higher when your fundamentals are no good.
It's okay, partner. It's gonna be okay. Working inside the red zone. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. It is a word broadcasters hesitate to use for a lot of reasons, but 4 touchdowns in 4 drives, Brock. I think we can throw it out here. Perfection thus far.
Yeah, this game will humble you at this level. I mean, this is the best of the best playing it, and you don't normally see this kind of execution and this kind of efficiency, so I understand that word perfection. I will remind everybody, though, it's not how you start. It's how you finish.
Returnable from the 2. And a decent return ends as they bring him down inside the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Young on the play action. He keeps those feet in and makes the catch.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
He was descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. Play made by Deron Payne. They made it to single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That's going to be cut by Mingo. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. That one gains 7. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Now a shotgun handoff to Brooks. And he's into the front for a gain of about 2.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Shotgun snap now to Young. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Out of the gun, Young. Completed to his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Football on that 47-yard line, 1st down. Young to throw it. Got it. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll give the Panthers a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Play action now, Young. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a 1-score game before halftime. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position can be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers chop the lead in half. It's down to 7. And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. From his own end zone, here we go. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Go. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That one's caught along the left sideline. He does it, touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals grow their lead just before halftime. Marvin Harrison Jr. with the touchdown. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers, and sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals double their lead to 14. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. Young working from the gun. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers make it a one-score game before halftime. That is as efficient as an offense can be. One play, 70 yards, and 6 points, Brock. They can save the rest of the plays they have prepared for their next series.
Rest of the plays? Why even call a different one? I mean, that one hit the sweet spot on the barrel and got out of the yard in a hurry. Perfect call to catch him sleeping to start that drive.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. He's going to return it from a yard or 2 deep. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
You know, that's one you watch the next day, Kate, you're just bummed. As a QB, you're a perfectionist. And when it's caught but out of bounds, you know it could have been just a little bit more accurate on your end.
He put everything he had into this one. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete.
You know, I don't fault that look at all, Kate, downfield. It was just an excellent defensive play to deny him the ball and knock it away. That is good on good.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Trap 60. Here we go. Sack. Panther 11.
Now looking to throw. He's trying another one deep. And they really went for it on 3rd down, didn't they? But the heave falls incomplete. Now they're facing 4th down. The Cardinals out for the punt. And we'll see how his debut offering goes. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. He's got this at the 27. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. That punt finishes as a 60-yard effort. And it's going to be Panthers football. 1st down, ball at the 36. Looking to throw, Young. Fits it through the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 36. Now Carolina's going to take a timeout. That's its 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. 1st down, ball at the 36. Now Young. He connects with his back deep down the middle. And he's able to get this down to the 13.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And this time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up. That brings us to halftime. We'll get a break as our teams make their adjustments and then return with more of the NFL on EA Sports in just a little bit. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far, and no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Chooses to bring this one out. This isn't even going to make the 20. The coverage team gets to him. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Let's go.
He'll look to throw. Complete out to the right side. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Throwing from the gun. Forced out to his right. That's complete to Wilson. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. He'll move the sticks after ripping off a gain of 28. To the air now on 1st and 10. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. First down from the red zone. This throw is cut. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. Working quickly here.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They kick the running back in motion.
Mustang 19. 19 tight. 19 tight. Check up.
Throwing it again here. The back grabs it. Touchdown, Arizona. Now in a close game, they needed somebody to make that type of play. Now it pushes their lead to a couple of scores and makes a comeback that much more difficult.
You know, Kate, their offense did its part and padded the lead. Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it across the finish line.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. His return starts at the 5. He's got a lane up past the 30. And he showed some burst on that return, getting them all the way to their own 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard. Run back and setting your offense up with great field position.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. From the pistol, it's Young. Gets this to Sanders. It's a pickup of 33 yards. And that'll be good for a Carolina first.
We always hear about a tight end as a quarterback's best friend. That play is so indicative of it, Kate. You love a big target. And you know if you could hit him in stride, he's got a chance to get some big yards after the catch.
Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Back to throw, here's Young. Has a man, it's Brooks. And he's brought down for a loss.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
All right, here we go. Second down. Young throwing here. Finds a man. Oh, he lost the football. And the Cardinals grab it.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for third down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10.
Go!
Throwing now, following the turnover. This one quickly to Harrison. And he'll have it up to about the 23-yard line on the play.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes second and third down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the 23. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything, and they just did.
60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Throwing on third down. It's reeled in by Benson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast.
5-yard gain on the play. That's good for the Cardinals.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Pioneer.
Still sticking with the passing game. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
And they make the stop as that play reaches the 14-yard line.
These intermediate gains, that's the wheelhouse for these two to connect on. Start the series off well. It sure keeps the defense on its toes in case they try to load up and just simply cover the receivers.
They are throwing it again. Able to get it to Benson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage. Offense in the hurry up here. Here he is to throw on 3rd and 2. Setting up the running back screen. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that first down.
This dude's just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
This one's caught. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you could depend on.
2nd and 3 now.
Set. Come 19, come 19. Warriors 70. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. 19 Lions. Go.
They'll throw it again. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. As he nabs another touchdown, Brock, I got to ask you, the former QB, is this the point where all the other guys who haven't scored or only have one touchdown today are coming over you and saying, bro, why aren't you looking for me? Throw me the football.
They may be saying it, but it's a little more of a look, Kate. Like, really? I mean, can I eat too? Do I get an opportunity to sit at the table? But when you got the rapport these two have right now and the confidence and the timing, boy, you look him up every chance you get.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Play action now, Young. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. And the Cardinals get it back on his 6th interception of the season. Oh boy, they cleaned up the fumbling issues from the last drive, and now it's an interception that turns the ball over.
Yeah, and two very different tones and tenors on these two sidelines. One coach is pleading, begging for some ball security. The other is simply saying, keep it up, boys. Keep taking that ball away. Job well done.
Benson on 1st and 10. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. So we're through 3 here. It's the Cardinals football, and they can pretty well cruise the rest of the way. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. Benson once more. And he's got it down into the red zone at the 16. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on 1st down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
He goes back to him yet again, complete. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line. 9-yard pickup, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
They'll run here. It's Benson. He breaks the tackle, and he barrels across for the touchdown. The Cardinals keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Trey Benson, the touchdown. He would not be denied that close to the end zone, Brock. I think it might have taken 5 or 6 guys tackling him to keep him from diving across the line for 6.
Certainly a second effort touchdown, no question. The backs who become fan favorites, we've seen it through the generations, and they set the curve for their peers, are the ones who just fight through that stop. It will not be denied of a touchdown.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Cardinals continue piling on to this lead. Aubrey now to kick this one away. Kickoff taken at the 3. And it's a nice return here. They'll tackle him shy of the 35.
At their own 33-yard line.
Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Hand off here for Brooks. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5.
Let's go now.
From the 37. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete.
He's counting his Lucky Stars, that one isn't headed the other way right now. That is not the time to challenge double coverage.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Here we go, here we go.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Young to throw here on third. That's caught for the first. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And it'll give the Panthers a first down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Now, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
Here we go.
Putting a receiver in motion. Sticking to the air, it's Young. Has him on the quick hitter. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
I'll tell you this, you don't want to make a living throwing into double coverage, but double coverage and still finding a way to beat the defense and haul it in. That's not a situation many players win, and a lot of quarterbacks willing to make that.
Oh no, they get him yet again! And he's tackled with markers down. This one should be on the defense. They got the interference call on third down, and that keeps this drive going with a new set of downs. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to take this down to the red zone. He's stopped at the 17. Call it 9 yards. Looked like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go.
Shotgun snap now to Young. He brings it in. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Okay, ready?
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Here's Brooks. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. It's a gain of 2, and that halves the distance. It brings up 2nd and goal from the 2. Young working from the gun. The shot to the end zone is incomplete. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that brings up 3rd and goal.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Young on 3rd and goal. Bails out of the pocket quick. Looking touchdown, but can't connect.
QBs, well, they're a lot like the great shooters in the NBA. Hey, listen, sometimes you're going to miss. You just got to shake it off and keep shooting away.
Three plays haven't gotten it done. Now a 4th to try to reach that end zone.
Trap 60, go!
They're going for it. Young chased out to his right. And the defender comes away with it. And the Cardinals are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Go! Panther 11, Panther 11. Dragon 60. 79 Bronco. Check go.
Throwing from near his own goal line. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Shotgun snap, they're going to throw. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. That one intended for Trey McBride. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Part of what's earned him status, Gronk, is one of the league's better tight ends are those hands, right? His dependable hands. So shouts to the defense there because he wasn't able to hang on that time.
Kate, it's one thing for these defenders to separate a receiver from the ball, but to do so on a stud tight end, that's big time.
Trying to find Trey McBride. And that brings up 4th and long. Their punter making his way out now. And he's getting the call for the 2nd time this game. Not much room, and he doesn't get a lot of leg behind it. And not only does he go in the wrong direction, but he's stopped for a net loss on the return. And after the punch, the offense comes out onto the field. And the Panthers working with a short field as they take over. First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. He sends this one to the end zone, and oh, he got it! Interception!
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. And you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete. Trying to find Trey McBride. And it sets up 2nd down.
You know, that is so hard to do. That's called body control. Great positioning to swat the ball away, not go through the receiver, no penalty flag. He's got the body control and, more importantly, the timing to knock that ball away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. He's going to throw this one. He's on the move. This is reeled in by Wilson. Decent gain here, but short of the first. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Cardinals approaching win number 7 on the year. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. It's tipped away, and it's going to hit the ground incomplete. Defender winning that rep. That brings up 4th down.
Well, Kate, that wasn't a fast enough break for the interception, but it was good enough and a good enough break to break on the ball, get a finger on it, and force the incompletion.
On the jump.
3rd down pass didn't work, but the offense staying out there on 4th.
19 tight. 19 tight. Let's go.
Back to throw, needing a first. Wow, his first real mistake. That's intercepted. There he goes, right sideline. And he takes it in for the touchdown. Great defensive effort late, even if this one's decided. That play, Brock, that play was beautiful. Not just making the interception, but then seeing the return slowly come together in front of him as he took it all the way to the house.
Yeah, I think even for us up here in the booth, it looked like a scene out of a movie, didn't it? Starts running it back, scans the field for a lane, then the blocks come just in the nick of time to wipe out the would-be tacklers, and he's got open space and nothing but the end zone in front of him.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers cut the lead by a quarter, down now to 21. Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick 6. Here's a return from the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10.
Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Ready? 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. And up.
Wow, they're going to pass it here. Completed over the middle. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. He's got it to him yet again, and that one is caught. And he's out of bounds, up at his own 45. They gain 14 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Arizona. Here's a throw. Buys time, rolling right. Throw right side, caught by Wilson. And he takes it across midfield and into Panthers territory. From just shy of midfield on 2nd down. He's going to loft one deep to the left. Big gain downfield. Touchdown, Arizona. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Cardinals grow their lead yet again. Aubrey now to kick this one away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And they pick him off again. Jalen Thompson makes the play. And forget the turnover, Brock. They take it back for a late touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Cardinals continue adding on to that lead. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Straight ahead, here's Brooks. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it?